Thanks for joining us today on City Talk with the Mayor. I'm Maria Sorreo, and joining us, as he does each and every month, is our Mayor, Paul Sale. Thanks for being here today.
Of course. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We are here today at Jam Coffee, and I know you had your mayor's coffee this morning with the residents. How did it go?
It went phenomenally. I think I don't think they came from me. I think they came for the free cup. But we had a
I
great
think they're
turnout.
coming for you. What kind of questions do they ask you usually?
It's usually quality of life stuff.
Mhm.
Usually, I like to start out with introducing everyone. I say turn to each other, introduce yourselves as neighbors,
So nice.
and then I go into well, especially today, I covered summer issues like e-bikes and
Mm.
lithium-ion batteries and the fires that we recently had,
Yes.
and then the drop in crime that we've been seeing. So we've been started out with that.
Very good. Let's start out with the Public Works update. We have a lot to discuss, especially about the landslide, including the announcement at the last meeting about Public Works Director Ramsey Awad, who is leaving our city after he did such a fantastic job with the landslide efforts. Who will you be replacing him with?
Super sad that Ramsey's
Me
leaving first and
too.
foremost. He did an amazing job with the past, couple years,
Yeah.
getting Ladera Linda Park built out and also
Yes.
covering down on the landslide. He was pivotal in our city's response
Hmm?
with Public Works, and they've been absolutely amazing. So
Yes.
the interim Public Works director is going to be David Kopp, and he is
Okay.
knowledgeable. He's amazing. But we're going to be on the lookout to see who we can hire and hopefully onboard them by September.
It's so difficult to find really good people, I know.
100%.
Yeah. Um, Along with Ramsey's recognition at the meeting, we also had the Ken Dida tribute, which was really amazing. He was, of course, one of the city founders. It was great because so many people were there and just shared thoughts about Ken and their relationship. Do you remember most about Ken?
One of the things that that I still remember about Ken was when I ran first for city council. He actually invited me to his house to have coffee,
It's amazing.
and he explained the city, the history, how he was involved, and it was nice seeing the founder of our city
Right.
just carve out time to explain something to me. I was extremely grateful for that, and it definitely warmed my heart, and it was an absolute. It broke my heart when we lost him.
Yes.
But his legacy definitely lives on in the city and in the work that we do.
And it will for, of course, many, many years to come. Councilman Dida was also committed to addressing the Portuguese Bend landslide. At the July 7th meeting, the City Council weighed the options of forming the city's third geological hazard abatement district. Can you give us some info on that, what it means?
Yeah, so the hazard abatement districts are very important. They're state entities and they don't belong to the city.
Okay.
Now, the reason why the city wanted to explore creating a third one in Portuguese Bend was because what happens is once you create that, it
Hmm.
makes it a lot easier to do work inside of it.
Okay.
So, for instance, if it's not there and the wrapping of the special district isn't there,
Mhm.
then we have to follow CEQA. We have to follow a lot of different state regulations, and then we can't address the emergencies that happen. Now, let's say we drill a deep water well in an area that's not wrapped as a special district. We'll spend, let's say, hypothetically, $1 million. In the districts, it's 1/10 the cost.
Oof.
So for us, in the position we're now financially, we want to make sure that we're fiscally responsible. And also, the second part to is being strategic because the folks that are in those districts aren't going to be there forever, but the land side is.
Right.
So we need the institutional knowledge, the people with the know-how and the solutions to be able to do that. And the city council is going to be here in perpetuity. The city staff and the institutions going to be here. So we want to make sure we capture that, and then we have institutional knowledge going forward of how we can address it.
What's the status on the landslide? Anything new to report or?
The landslide is significantly slowed down. So the
Yes.
eastern portion is still not moving, which is great.
Hmm.
Now our goal is to get it under an inch of movement a week so that we can actually turn on the utilities, but we're still not there yet.
Okay.
Now I'm hoping that the summer dries that land out, but we're also, it begs the question, what are we doing in preparation for El Nino at the end of
Yeah.
the year? So, our and the staff have been directed to create plan A, B, and C to address it and make sure we're in a good position to protect ourselves.
Okay. And then in other news related to the landslide complex at the July 21st meeting, they considered adjusting the annual sewer service charge for Abalone Cove system. What is the new rate and who pays for that?
So the folks that live there pay for it,
Okay.
but it's a CPI increase, which is already built in. So it's
Okay.
not anything new or a surprise, but it's very, very important because our storm drains and sewers are something that we have to keep up. And a lot of people don't realize that it's aging infrastructure, that we have to do operation and maintenance on it to
Mhm,
keep it up so that we don't have sinkholes and failures. Because if it fails, if sewers fail,
mhm.
well, let's say you have, the land moves a little bit, that's fine. Electricity goes out, that's okay. You can still live there. But if the sewers go out, it red tags the entire area. So we got to
Yes.
be very cognizant of that.
You've learned so much about the landslide, haven't
Oh,
you?
I've become an absolute expert.
Yeah, you have for sure. Another thing that came up in the meeting is some exciting news about the Palos Verdes Historical Society possibly getting a home. What can you tell us about that?
I think that's been a long time coming.
It
I know
has.
Ken, before he passed, was pushing it. And
He championed that.
he
Yep.
championed it very much.
Hmm.
He even built a model showing us, exactly what it would look like. And we're trying to figure out how we can do it.
Okay.
And we're open to different possibilities. I know we looked at the Nike missile silos
Hmm.
to put art and some of the historical items into it. And I think we did an MOU to explore
Okay.
what that's going to look like. I'm hopeful that we can get something done. We just don't know what it looks like right now.
Okay. But you're working on it.
We're working on it.
That's good. Public safety is always at top of mind, of course. And there is a proposal to participate in the Lomita Sheriff's drone pilot program. Tell us about that.
There's both sides of this
Yes.
because there's what's been brought up to me is there's a lot of privacy concerns.
Mhm.
But at the same time, the other thing too is, let's say you have a motorcycle or a dirt bike in the preserve, our sheriff's deputies they're not going to be able to chase them on foot.
Right.
So having a drone, making sure that we can fly it over that to find that person is important.
Mhm.
But also if there's a fire or some issue in the preserve or areas that are remote, we're able to push that drone out quickly to be, responsive. And I think that's important. But the flip side of that too is we wanted to make sure that we cover and address privacy concerns, bad actors, and things that can potentially go wrong with drones. But we're trying to institute it so we have that resource available to us.
And crime is also at top of mind always. What can you tell us about the latest crime statistics?
I talked to Captain Guerrero this morning.
Mhm.
Crime is down about 40% in the city, which is great.
It's great.
So we've been doing very, very well. I think consistently our city is top 5 in the state for being safe. So I'm very proud of our staff, our public safety division, as well as LASD.
What do you attribute that to? Or what do they say it's
For us, I think our city staff and city council have been pushing being proactive, being engaged, having the communication, that connection between LSD constantly flowing,
Mhm.
and also because we have great residents, right? See something, say something,
Yeah.
and they've been very good about that. And one of the incidents that we covered down on was there was an arsonist that was floating around the city about a month ago. And because people brought that issue up to LASD and to us, we were able to cover down with resources and actually caught those individuals
Wow.
in a timely manner. So I'm very proud of that.
And what is the status of the city's new public safety division?
So the public safety division is something that we created because of multiple reasons. First one is to lower crime,
Right.
but also to address hazard mitigation and natural disaster preparation. And we did it in conjunction with other cities as well because we want to be prepared as a peninsula, not only our city. And the good part is we wanted to make sure that we have public safety liaisons that act as representatives of the city to do traffic safety
Okay.
measures and take some pressure or alleviate pressure off of those admin duties away from LASC so they can actually do real police work.
Hmm.
And I think in the next coming months, we're going to have full staffing
Great.
so that they can get out there and actually be part of the community and be eyes and ears again.
So great. The city council also received and filed the latest biannual border issues status report. And I was not even aware that you have the surrounding cities, projects, issues that go on from San Pedro to Torrance. Give us kind of an overview of the border
Sure.
issues.
There are two main issues that came to fruition this past month and a half, 2 months. I know Long Beach was having some concerts, and a
Hmm.
lot of folks, and especially in this side where Jam's Coffee is, on Mirror Left side, were complaining about the noise and the bass from those concerts. So we addressed it. And we had our city attorney send a cease and desist letter to Long Beach to make sure they actually address the concerns that we had because that bass was pretty loud. You could hear it. And the second one is there was a rehab facility in San Pedro that a lot of San Pedro residents did not like. And I believe, and my understanding was that facility was going to receive state funding to open, but the state decided not to give that funding, so it's not opening anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was there were the two main issues that were floating around as a border issues for us.
Very interesting. What mayoral duties are coming up for you very soon?
There's a lot that we do.
Yes,
There's a lot that I'm
yes,
engaged in that externally is like South Bay cities and council of governments and
right.
contract cities, and not to mention other cities have activities and events as well, and we're always invited to those, so we go out. But the ones that I want to highlight for us
Hmm?
is movies in the park for us. I think Hopper is the next one, I believe. It's an animated film, so bring your family out if you can. And the next one is we also have a band that's gonna be coming out.
Yes,
So those are amazing opportunities to get out and see just share time with your family
that's right.
and then see your community members as well.
Also, you did miss 4th of July. It's
Did
it's okay, but Councilman Bradley, he won the pie eating
I
contest, so
heard I heard he could have played.
he's got the belt back.
I had to go to a wedding, so I was out of
Yes, you were
town,
out of town,
but I
but
was sorely missed because I wanted to get into that chocolate pie too myself.
well, next year, don't worry.
Yeah, I'll come
Absolutely.
back.
Yes, you will. Absolutely. And then we want to talk about National Night Out.
That's right.
Yeah, because it's so important. It's such a community event to really join with homeowners and residents with fire and police. Tell us about that because it's going to be a big deal this year.
Yeah, National Night Out is on August 4th.
Yes.
August 4th is also our city council meeting night.
Yep.
So please come to Hess Park and share it with us.
Yeah.
And, one of the biggest things I want to mention is these days, firefighters and police officers are not getting enough recognition, in my opinion. They
Right.
have incredibly hard jobs
So
and
hard.
they protect us.
Hmm?
We have an amazing relationship, and I just want to make sure that they get the recognition they deserve. Our kids can go out and see them, meet them, and just welcome them into our community.
Right. And the event will be from 4 to 6. So please come out early. We're going to have all kinds of fun things. Bring your family. It's just going to be a great time for sure.
It'll be an awesome time.
Yes. Well, Mayor, anything else you wanted to add?
Stay cool because it's extremely hot. Drink lots of water, and please, last one that I want to mention.
Do.
If you have an e-bike, please be very cognizant about plugging it in because we're having lithium-ion battery fires.
Yeah.
So please make sure that you're vigilant and stay out of trouble and be safe.
Very good. Safety is always great. All right, Mayor, thank you for being here as
Thank
you
you for
always
having
are.
me. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you as well. And we appreciate you for watching. I'm Maria Sorreo, and we'll see you next time on City Talk.
Take care, everyone.